Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper and Twine. I'll try and keep everything in shot. I don't know what it is. I'm having real problems at the moment. Maybe if I angle you down that way a bit, we'll see. Yes, so I've come on today with a project share and a quick haul, and then it's Mr. Paper and Twine's birthday today, and I haven't made him a card yet. He's out currently collecting the car from Birmingham. It's been in for a service for a couple of days, so he's gone out, so I'm hoping to make it while he is out. But let's start with the project share first of all. So last night it was paper crafting at Hazel's, which was lovely. We had a real laugh. And it struck me that I didn't show you what I made in October's class. I think I showed you what I made in September, which I wasn't happy with because it was cutting with a knife. And this is using Hazel's collection, which I have shown you on my channel. And this is a twisted easel card. Haven't made a twisted easel card for a long time, but it makes use, and again, I'm not very good. There is Julie Hickey has got a die set which I would like to get. It's different circles and frames which work brilliantly with one of Hazel's stamp sets, well, both of her stamp sets, because they're based on circles. And we did lots of inking, and I love, you know me, I love my speckles, and I think I used shaded lilac, carved pumpkin, I think it's carved pumpkin, and salvaged patina. So we did lots of inking, lots of stamping off, blending, really nice. So yeah, I liked that one very much. Then last night we did a Christmas card, because obviously it's not long to go until Christmas. Let's just pop that out the way. It's a beast, and yeah, I made some mistakes on this because I was just stupid. Yeah, very stupid. So look at this. This uses pink frog stamps, which Hazel, I think she's on the design team for. I've used collal to glue everything together here, and I think I need to put it under a heavy book because it's kind of bowed the other way. But this is a 20 centimetre square card, I believe, which is just shy of 8 inches. Well, it's about 8, yeah, about 8 inches. It has its moments, lots of blending we did. So Hazel has made for this stamp here, this globe stamp, a mask which is cut into 2 pieces. So you've got this bit here, and then you've got the frame. So what we did first of all, I think, was put the mask down and inked here. So I used faded jeans very, very lightly. I think, yeah, we stamped this first and then put the mask on, yeah, and then went round with that, and then we put this piece on and went round the edge with more colour, and then stamped the pine cones and the berries, and then the robin in the globe. And then used an acrylic paint spray to look like snow. So it's quite nice. We watercoloured with watercolour pencils, and I've got a set that I've had for probably 2 years, 18 months, 2 years. I got from the works. Boldmere is the brand, and there were 72 and they cost me £15, and they're all right actually. I'm not very good at using them, as you can see, but quite an effective card, that. Yeah. What I should have done, there's a piece under here which is smaller than this piece, which I'd edged in candied apple, like this is edged in candied apple. So this should be the big piece edged in candied apple. Oh, and I got things wrong. So we were talking about what we're going to make in next month's workshop, and a lot of us, you know, have a little spend after we've been creating, and I don't own any pink frog stamps, so this is the first set I've bought, and we're going to be using this next month. I believe it's called Ticket Express. Can't see a name on it. yeah, and it's got this tray, it's got this big ticket which could be used for all kinds of things, obviously. And you've got all your sentiments: Merry Christmas, season's greetings. You can have Happy Christmas, Merry season's greetings, Happy season's greetings, no, winter wishes. But I like, you can colour in the top part of it. It's quite nice. And I think we're going to be doing something with this and doing a reflection. But these stars, these hanging stars, and obviously you've got 2 stars here, can be used for anything. And you've got a banner here, which again can be used for anything. And I think North Pole and special delivery will fit in that banner, and the winter wishes will fit in there, I think, if you know, if you're clever. So I bought that. I think I've shown you Hazel's collection of things before. What wasn't available straight away were her glosses, and I do like the glosses that Sweet Honey Designs make. They're really lovely, and I like that you get 3 sizes. So Hazel's brought out 2 colours. This one's really masculine. I'm not sure about the bright green. I guess in the right circumstances it'd be really good. And I think this is a really dark grey rather than black. So perfect for masculine makes. And then love the colours on these. Really, really love the colours on these. Nice range. Isn't that beautiful? Really like that. Sorry for the glare off that. Put those in my drawer next to me because that's where my glossies live. Then I don't have the full collection of Distress Oxides by any means. I was sat in between 2 ladies and they both have the full collection. I'm very jealous. But I did buy the Villainous Potion because I haven't got a deep purple. Might have Seedless Preserves. That might be as dark as it goes. But yeah, I think that might be really nice. I could have done with that for my Halloween makes. So that's going to go over there to go in my inks. I've started using red liner tape to construct my reinforced boxes so I don't squidge glue everywhere. I'm a bit in a quandary about this because of the plastic waste, but yeah, this should last me quite a long time, and I will only use it when I need to use it. So I've got 3mm, I think this is 5mm and 12mm red tape, so that'll be going away in a minute. I tried to make a shaker card recently and failed, and I'm looking for shaker tape on a roll, so you can cut what length you want and bend it. But Hazel says that this will do the job, and it's what she uses, so we will give that a go. It's 2mm deep, so that's that. Then she always has a bargain box, and I loved this. I think it is a beautiful stamp. Just get it out. And it's a real biggie. And I think it's 5 by 7. No, it is 5 3/4 by 4. But beautiful, beautiful imagery on there with the apple, cross section of the apple. You've got autumn is when every leaf, little sentiment there, falling leaves and autumn. But I thought this would be lovely for ATCs. You know, you could just have little sections of it, cut it down, and I love the skeleton leaves on it. And that should have been £8 and it was 3. I mean, you can't go wrong, can you? And I've heard of these 2 guys, but never used any of their stamps, so that will be going in my collection. And you know, you could watercolor that, do all kinds of things with that. I'm really looking forward to playing with that very much. And then this was in her bargain box, and I asked her husband Paul how to use it, and I think I need to see if I can find some YouTube videos. It's from Stamperia, £3.75. I don't know what they should be, but this is a modelling mould. And turn it that way, that's the right way. You've got all kinds of sentiments and cogs, and this would have been quite good for the steampunk art journal page, wouldn't it? But I thought, yeah, I would have to go with that. So that was that. And then you must, if you like me, Julie Hickey, you must go on Hazel's website. She is having a massive sale on Julie's stuff. I mean, some of it is half price, some of it is 60%, but it's amazing. So I just stocked up on a couple of things. I saw this profile die. So I know that this one says joy. I think that says merry. And I think that says Christmas. Should have been £12, £4.20. So that's almost, yeah, that's about 60% off. £4.20. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then I've got this, £2.20 instead of £5.49. What on earth is Blue doing? I've got the bag, thank God it's paper. I've got the paper bag that Paul put the stuff in, and the cat's gone in it. She's mad. But you've got happy, merry Christmas, and you've got the italics and the bold. This little daisy with the doodles, and I liked this frame. I mean, again, it might be too big for an ATC. Yeah, it's a bit too big for an ATC, but you know, for little cards, how cute is that? And then you've got a little sentiment for you, just because, and feel better soon. £2.75 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamps. And we know Julie Hickey stamps stamp beautifully. And then finally, another £2.75. I mean, these are going to be so useful to go with the banner die that I've got. Birthday wishes, thinking of you, happy birthday, just for you, especially for you, and congratulations. Blue has just come and sat right in the middle of where my things are. And then the other thing I got, final thing I got, were 4 collals for a tenner. I do like my collal. Move that out of the way. Now, another project share. Mr. Paper&Twine said he didn't really want anything for his birthday. He didn't want me spending money I haven't got. I've got him some foodie bits, like some posh cheese biscuits. He likes cheese, cheese and biscuits sometimes after dinner, and some chocolate. But he does like a notebook. So I've been on the search for A6 notebooks, not very successfully, but I did find in Wilko's, you get 3 of these for £1.50, so they're 50p each. And I used one in one of my magazine commissions. And what I liked about it, they were different. So this one's dots for your bullet journals. The other one was plain, and this one is lined. Mr. Paper&Twine does like a notebook for jotting things down. So I've used some Tim Holtz paper, which I thought was very apt for him because he likes clocks and watches. So you've got all these watch faces on there. And I've put Pete's little book of fabulous ideas. And then inside I've used this Heartfelt Creations paper that I've had in my stash a long time. And I don't know whether you can make out there the ship. Back in the day, Pete read, I don't know how many of them there are in the series, maybe 20. This author called Patrick O'Brien wrote a whole series of books about, oh God, I can't remember the man's name now, the character's name. But it was about a captain on a ship in like the 1600s. So I thought that was really appropriate, and it's very subtle. And then says about integrity there, and I think that's one thing my husband does have a lot of, is integrity. So I made that, and then I've made one of my little reinforced boxes, and I've used mica stains and distress inks and a stamp and a stencil of Hazel's. No, I haven't. I've used a funky fossil stencil just to build up, and then inside just as a little cute thing, because yeah, we like bears. So I've got him a lint bear. It's not the smallest bear, I think it's the next size up, and there's a little tiny bear little label in there. So that's what I've made. So I'm going to make him a card now, and I think I know what I'm doing. We'll see whether it comes together, and I'll pop you on fast forward and we'll have a chat about it at the end. So, I've finished. Look at the state of me. I look like I've got jaundice. I've made a little envelope. I haven't checked whether it fits. But this is what I've done. So you saw I dipped my finger in this when it was still sticky. So I just melted it again. 2 coats of clear embossing powder. Just gives it a really nice gloss. And you saw me blend those colours together. Mustard seed, carved pumpkin and festive berries. And I went over again with a bit more of the flickering candle mica stain. I've just stamped birthday out of the Christmas set actually that came free with 102 of creative stamping. Don't know whether to put any glosses on it or not. Maybe a couple of black ones actually. Yeah, let's do a couple of black ones just for another pop of colour. So the card base is 5.5 by 4.5, and I've cut the white panel to 3 7/8 by 4 7/8, and the black panel 4 by 5. So we'll have a little glossy there. I'll have that one, I think. I always put just a little bit of glue. Look, I've dipped that in the glue. God blimey. I think that's all right now. I mean, Mr. Paper&Twine isn't fussed about cards, to be honest with you. Do you know, I think these might be brown, not black. But hey ho. I've stamped the background in brown, so there we go. One more, do we think? They say you should do odd numbers, don't they? We'll do a little one there. Oh, dear me. Deary, deary me. Yes, I think it is very dark brown rather than a black, that glossy. I think they're earth tones. Yeah, we'll just leave that like that, I think, just for a little pop of something or other. Does it say what these are? And that's stuck to my envelope. Deary me. Yeah, this is earth tones. And this one is Tutti Frutti. That's a nice name, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to write this and finish wrapping up the bits and pieces. And I shall be back soon. Take care, everybody. Bye now.